So today's question is page 114 and it's question 1, the trophy. Okay, so road safety trophy. Alright, so we have the parabola sitting on our rectangular base. Alright, so vertex is at the top, its outer points here, and we have its axis running through the center. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll do and focus on our parabola and we'll get the base in afterwards. Okay. So, putting our baseline across here. So what we actually might do, you know what? We will go with getting our base in, because I'm just looking already, the odd number on our base is 145. So we'll get our 145 in for our base, and then we'll do our bisection of the line to follow that. So we'll make our base 145. So 145. We can heavy that in as well. And it is 25 tall. So 25. There's the base of the trophy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bisect this line to give us our center line. So bisection of a line is put the steel of the compass at one end, stretch the compass just over what you think is halfway, swing an arc, keep that setting, put the steel at the opposite end of the line, swing an arc. You're going to get two X's. You're going to join those X's together, and you get the center there of your line. Alright, so because we found our center, we can now measure our parabola. So our parabola is 120 wide, so that would be 60 each side of our center line, our axis. We're now going to extend this axis on up. And the height of that is 145 tall. 145 tall. There it is there. We'll turn this into our rectangle. Alright. So there is our rectangle. I'll just have it out the small, but just if you can't see it there. Just so. Now. Right, so we'll just make sure and label our vertex. There's our vertex. Alright. Now, here it is. That's our outer shape for our parabola. Remember, you only have to do one side because the axis here is like a mirror image. We can flip it over. Alright, so we're going to do divisions of a line. We're going to divide each line into segments. Alright, so picking this point here, send it off at any distance, any angle, whatever it is, send it out there. We're going to pick any distance on our compass. Start at the beginning. I'm going to do 5 because it's not too many and it's just enough to create accuracy. So pick your distance, swing it once, and just keep moving it using the same distance every time for 5 of them. There's 5. Now, sliding set squares, pick the last point. There's my last point there. 2 of them together, remember. Alright, so we're setting it up. Send it up then to the end of the line. Sliding set squares down. Each point to hit that line. Alright, now there's our left hand side divided out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to divide the top line. So like I said before, right, we don't want to mistake which lines are brought to the vertex and which are the opposite. So that's why I would always say divide your left or your right, doesn't matter. But I would always then use my vertex for the next one. And I would also bring the line out from the vertex, so you also don't make the mistake of joining your last point to the end of the line. Okay, so two areas that can be an issue, and this is how we'll avoid that. All right, so 5 times bring the line out at any angle from the vertex. So you're going to go 5 times again, set the compass any distance. All right, and you're going to step it out 5 times. 1, there they are now, sliding back. All right. And just by doing it the way I've done it now, just alleviates any issues down the line of sending those lines in the wrong direction. Now, there we have our top divisions. We have our left hand side. So now all the top ones can be dropped vertically down. Alright, so those all drop vertically down. And everything on the left hand side now, where it hits this outer portion, left hand side can go back up to the vertex. And make sure you're taking them where it hits the outside of that rectangle. Alright. There we have it. Now it's just going to be first with the first on, second with the second, third with the third, fourth with the fourth, and down to the end. Okay. Kick it in nice and light first, and then we can heavy it over when we're happy with it. Now we have our outer shape. And for the left hand or the right hand side, apologies, we are just going to use our axis as a mirror, and we're going to flip it over. So we're going to take each point, send it to the right hand side. We're going to take our compass, alright, and we're going to go from our center line, stretch it out to our point, flip it over, do it again up here, stretch it out to the point, flip it over, next one out to the point, flip it over, and our final point, and flip it over. Alright, there we have all our points, and we're just going to repeat the process. Alright, there we have it there. Now, last but not least, there is a circle on the right hand side, and it is 95 off the ground, so measure up 95. Bring a light line across using the T-square, and it tells us it's out 15. And its radius is 10. Perfect. Here we have it there. Here's my 10. And there we have our finished trophy. Alright, so that is page 114, question 1. Alright.